What's up guys, it's Alex Dayum. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Alright, this is part 2 of the Q&A with my boy Sky B. If you haven't checked out the first part of the video, it's going to be the second link in the description, so make sure you check out part 1. We talk about steroids, SARMs, everything involved with fitness.
Interesting topics.
Yeah,
okay.
man, it was a sick ass video, so make sure you check it out. But the first link in the description is going to be his channel, my boy Sky B. Make sure you go to his channel and subscribe as well. Check out his content, like the shit out of the videos, and yeah, this is my boy Sky B.
Alright guys, listen man, make sure you smash that subscribe button, the likes, the comment, share it to your family and friends, alright? Let's get on to it.
That's it, man. Head on with the Q&A. So his camera just died, so we actually switched it up and put my camera on there. Yeah. We'll finish up this Q&A, so...
You go first.
So the last question I'm going to get from the Instagram Q&A is Tom_NAIG9. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but thank you a lot for your question, mate. Thoughts on competing again? Okay, so yes, I did compete a few years ago.
Oh yeah?
I did my first bodybuilding competition when I was 18. And I actually did 2. I did that first one, which I did win, and that like qualified me for a sort of show in Canada. Flew over to that with that competition, but that was a natural competition. And of course I was natty, but like the 30-year-old guys there that were jacked as fuck were not natural. They were natural apparently, but they weren't tested, so
true.
I had no chance, you know. And ever since then, look, alright, competing, so let's go. Bodybuilding, probably not, just because you train, you diet so hard for fucking months and months and months for 3 or 4 old women and ladies that don't even fucking lift to tell you who's the winner. You can get fucked. I don't need your approval and I don't give a fuck. It's a bit of a joke. Because they've never picked up a weight in their life, but they're trying to tell me who has the best physique. And too much politics, man. Too much politics involved. It's not always going to be who has the best physique. And another thing, it's subjective. What does that mean? Fucking this person thinks you're better, this person thinks he's better, blah 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 blah. It's not like football where this person wins 2-0. It's you won.
Yeah.
Okay, it's subjective. Powerlifting though, that would be the only type of competing that I do sort of fancy, and that's because it's objective again, and it's about showing your strength. And if you win, you win. You know you won because you lifted the most amount of weight, so that would be sick. And yeah, if you want to go for that.
I think I will. Because I always had the urge to want to just showcase my physique. On stage, you know, in the gym, different, you know. So I had the idea of doing men physique, but I spent so much time on my legs, training my legs, and you don't get judged on that.
Yeah.
You know, the judge is only concerned about from your waist up. So I think chances is I might not win the show that I might get in because, you know, I'm gonna get against naturals. But
because you would do a natural show, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to do a natural show. I'm gonna do. I'm thinking
natural show where they don't test basically. So
yeah, where
he'll be natural, but who knows about the guys?
Most of the other guys call me natural. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking classic physique. And not in a long run kind of thing. I'm just gonna do it just for the fun of it, and then, you know, just continue training. I'm in love more with training than with competing. So yeah,
that's good, man. That's a good place to be at.
But you know, I'm gonna do just maybe 1 or 2 shows just to, you know, to enjoy the feel.
Get the experience, man.
Yeah,
it'll be good for you. You'll enjoy it. It's fun.
So that's where I'm at.
You need to sort of have that. You need to cure that itch, so you need to do it in order to see what it feels like, and then you can make a decision.
If you want to keep going,
keep doing it, or how you feel about it, how you enjoy it. If you want to keep going, I definitely need it, man. Like I have no regrets. I'm so happy I competed, because what it sort of showed me is I should focus more on like my social media and everything if I want to be involved in the fitness community and the fitness industry more as an athlete, because doing it naturally, doing shows, is not going to help as much as promoting your own brand and getting yourself out there, putting yourself on the internet and getting exposure and getting people to, you know, just showing your character and showing your personality. And some people are going to enjoy watching your stuff and just who you are beyond your physique, and some people aren't, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, it's you know, it's to give and take. And it's the same thing with competing. You know, if we both was to compete feed, right? And let's say I'm on the gear, he's not, but we weigh the same amount before prep. If I drop 10 kilos, I'm just giving random numbers. If I drop 10 kilos and he dropped 10 kilos, you can best believe I'm gonna look better than you because I'm gonna keep onto my mass because I'm on the gear. He's not. He's gonna look skinny. Yeah. I'm gonna look more fuller on the day of the show. So there's no competition in that. There's no competition. So that's another downside. You know, you're competing against who have that much advantage. You're just hanging in there hoping for the best.
And at the end of the day, you don't know either. Yeah. Because you can ask the guy, hey man, are you on it? No, I'm not. But he could be.
Yeah, true.
But at the same time, you could assume and he might not be. So it's.
But then again, most of the time nowadays, you can't tell who's on it. You can't tell, especially when you hang out with people who take it. You know, there's signs everywhere that you can't.
Yeah, you have that sort of weight to measure.
Yeah.
The physique. Okay, so we'll wrap up that one. What do you want to ask?
So, two questions that I have.
We have pretty much two topics that we're gonna discuss here.
Yeah, just two quick ones. Do you believe, right? Do you actually believe a person can be natural after taking steroids for whatever after using for whatever amount of time they've done it? Do you believe they can be after?
Can they be natural after?
After the start.
I think scientifically, you literally are not natural anymore. Like your body has completely changed, or the hormones and how it regulates, and that impact from using the steroids, your body's never going to be the same. So I don't think you're natural after. And there's a reason why people say you're handing in your natural card once you do steroids is because you can never take that back. You can never 10 years down the line say, hey man, I'm a natural guy. You're really not, because you have taken steroids and you completely changed your hormonal structure. I don't do that much research on steroids and everything because I'm not planning on taking it, but I know from the research that I have done, your body's never going to be the same.
So even if you took, let's say you took a 5 years run, right? You cycled for 5 years, and for let's say the next 20 years you didn't take, you still can't be natural.
Look, you can, if someone asks you, hey man, are you natural? You can be I'm natty now, I don't take anymore. Okay. But I used to. Okay. But technically, you're not. You're not. So it's really, it depends in the context of how you're claiming this natural status. Okay. Are you gonna put in your Instagram bio that you're natural? No, you're fucking lying because you've taken fucking steroids, so you're fucking lying. You're directly lying. But if someone casually in the gym 20 years later asks the person, hey, are you natural or are you taking anything? You can be like, no, I don't take anything anymore. Okay. I used to take. You know what I mean? It sort of depends in the context of how you're asking that question and how you're claiming the natural status. But technically, at a scientific level, you're not natural anymore. Okay. Which I think is the most important thing. The meat of that subject is, no, you're not natural because you have taken before.
Okay. And another thing, right now we in September. We have the Olympia.
Mr. Olympia, that's it.
Yeah, Mr. Olympia right around,
where all the big boys are.
The giants.
The big boys that are shooting up their ass. Hey, respect to you guys, man. Do what you gotta do.
But the question is, okay, so I don't pay attention to the ladies' divisions. I don't pay much attention, but towards the guys, right? We have the men physique, the classic, the 212, and the open. So I don't know how much you know about them, but who do you have winning each division?
To be honest, I don't really know who's competing in the classic or the 2-on-2 and 1. With the classic physique, you know what? I hope Chris Bumstead wins it. Okay. Because his physique is just, to me, just crazy. And you know what? The guy that won it last year,
Brennan?
What's his name? Brennan?
I think Brianna. Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but it was a darker skinned fella. I just not sure what his name was because I don't follow him or anything. But his physique was fucking great. So if either one of those two win it, I think that would be fair judgment.
Yeah. But it's gonna be hard this year, man, because there's new faces and there's more competition coming. Because we have people like Kiana, I don't know, Kiana Prodigy, I think that's his name on Instagram. So there's new faces coming to the division, and I think out of every division heading into the Olympia, it's going to be the most interesting one. It's going to be the best out of all. Not just on the level of competition. I feel like it's even better than the Open because of few notable names are not appearing in the Open, like Phil Heath, Grammy,
But we're talking about classic here or Open?
No, I'm just saying, like in every division, we do have winning.
It's been winning. Okay, so I will go men's physique. It's probably going to be during Olympia, right?
No, he's not competing.
He's not competing?
Yeah, he wins. Apparently.
Okay, well, he won it enough times anyways, so who cares? I don't know who's competing, so I can't say anything.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I don't really follow the Miss Olympia anymore, guys.
No.
So this is more,
Alright.
Who's gonna win men's physique?
I mean, it's opinion based sport, But
it's also politics, and let me just say this, man, before he goes on, who's gonna win? This is the real problem with the Mr. Olympia, right? Mm-hmm. You've got this guy that's Mr. Olympia right now, and he's won it. Okay. The politics in the next year is the company, okay, they're not just gonna give, even though this new guy has a better physique, they're not just gonna give him the O title. Why? Because the Mr. Olympia represents a lot, okay? You need to make sure the person that they pick represents themselves in a good way to the media, that represents the Mr. Olympia in the way that they want them to. So they're not just going to give it to some fucking guy. That's why Jay Cutler didn't win it when he was a young gun and Rolly Coleman was an old dog, but he was Olympia for years, because they don't want to just give over the title to someone even though they deserve it. You need to win, you need to beat the previous Mr. Olympia by so much, and you need to be someone that they can trust, and they need to feel like you can represent the company in a way that they feel is how it should be done. So
with that, would you say
that's politics for you, man?
Would you say that's the reason why Big Grammy hasn't won it?
No, I don't think he's reached his potential.
Yeah?
Okay.
I
don't think he's diced enough. You know what I mean? He's fucking big, but that's his best asset. I think it more comes down to it's really the shape. Okay. It's really the shape, your lines, your details, your veins, your fucking what's a good word for it? Your skin, not grainy, but it has to be hard as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? When you've got that conditioning down, with his quads, you want him to be to the point where he's got these, you see how wide it is, but you need those fucking lines and that conditioning to it. You see some of the other guys that have it there, you're like, Jesus Christ, man, that's conditioning to its fucking tip-top 10 out of 10. And I don't think he has that, so.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting, man. There's a few people that I will pick to win, but then again, the chances are they might not win,
So just go through who's going to win first.
Okay, who I got winning men's physique, I think Brandon. Just because I gravitate most of it toward his physique than the other guys, that's why I would pick him. In the classic physique, I feel like C-Bomb has a good chance, but I don't see him winning. And if I was to pick, I most likely would pick his physique out of all the other guys. But
you just don't see him winning.
Yeah, I just don't see him winning because I think his arms is going to let him down again. And that's the sad thing, because he's got a great physique, but his arm will let him down. So I believe the winner will be the same guy from the last 2 years.
Yeah, crazy biceps.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm just it's a fucking mountain, bro. I'm this is so perfect.
I think he's going to win it. I think
shorter bicep, bigger peak. And it comes down to genetics.
True. Yeah, I think that's the side of things with bodybuilding. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
If you don't have the short, picky bicep, you can improve it. But if you have a long bicep like C-Bomb, you can't get that mountainy pink, which is really the more aesthetic.
Yeah, like the Kai Green kind of. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He worked hard for that, but he's got that short bicep, and the peak is fucking there.
Yeah, so
because it's a shorter bicep.
I think the same guy will win it in the 2-1-2 because Hadi has congrats to Hadi, by the way, I think I pronounced his name right. He's gonna be competing this year. He finally got his visa, so he's in America. That's good. Salute. But he's not in 212, so he's going to the Open. And in the 212, I'm not too familiar with the guys in there because I was Flex Lewis, but he's not competing this year. So whoever wins, hey, congrats ahead. And in the Open, man, I can't choose anyone. I really can't choose anyone.
Just say top two. I'll say it's probably between Rolly Winkler and Brent Curry. Who do you think?
Ooh.
Top two would be.
Top two, man. I would take Bodybuilders.
Oh yeah.
And I would take
Beast.
Yeah, I think I would take Mr. OA. Dexter Jackson, the Blade.
Dude, bro, I have so much respect for that guy.
You have to, man.
Fuck, man, how many years has he been doing it for at a top fucking level? Like, there's a reason why he's called the Blade, man. He's just always on point. Always on point.
I think that's why I'm taking him, because of how long he's been doing it, the consistencies in big shows, the amount of wins he's got under his belt.
Yeah, bro.
It's great. I don't think any other pro level actually have that much.
Nah.
So I will take him, but like I said, man, those two, divisions, the 212 and the Open, whoever wins, man, congrats to you, man. But I don't have any definite prediction for those two.
Yeah, for those, yeah. Do you remember Victor Martinez? Dude, that guy, when he was on point,
I put it out there, he got wrong. I don't care whatever they say.
Dude,
he got
how good was his physique?
Incredible.
And then he got locked up and it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Man, that year when he was on, I'll never forget that physique. He was just so on point. It was fucking crazy.
I think another person who if they were actually and I'm not trying to knock off, because regardless of how they come, they still put in the work. But Cedric McMillan.
Oh, dude.
His physique in the Open, he has the most beautiful physique in the Open. Can he really bring it? I think that's everyone's question. Can he bring it? Kind of like Big Bradley. Can he bring it? When I mean bring, I'm not talking come in like balloon. I'm talking just beautiful lines, just coming in and making everyone goes like, wow.
Because he has the lines and the muscle mass, but he needs the shred city. He needs that fucking just extra oomph where you just look at it and everything is paper thin skin. Every line is coming through.
Because I think that's because here's the thing, last year there was people that I saw right away and I knew, he's gonna win it. Just from the first call out, I'm like, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
But can some of, I guess, your favorites, because I don't think I have any favorites I just, but can they bring it, man?
I do. I prefer Cedric McMillan and Sean Roden because they're the aesthetic guys.
Okay.
So I'm always gonna support those guys. I'm always gonna go for them, man. Because I think that's where bodybuilding is meant to be. It's not meant to be the big boys.
Yeah.
It's meant to be fucking. You have to be big, man, but you have to have a desirable physique.
True.
You have to look like people want to have to sort of have your physique. Because no one's going to want to be that big, but they've got to have some sort of relation to, okay, this looks good, man, not this is a lot of muscle.
Yeah, some guys, even in the gym, there are some guys who are huge and stuff, but it's not beautiful. I tell you this, man, you can be skinny, but if your physique is beautiful, if everything falls in you, when I mean beautiful, I'm talking no lacking pop, no overdeveloped.
Yeah.
That's what you want, If you can achieve those two, don't worry about the size game, Size is hard to put on. But if you can have that beauty going on, that nice V-taper, broad shoulders and small waist, I'm telling you, and the good legs as well, I'm telling you, though, it don't matter how big you are, people in the gym is gonna respect your physique. I'll tell you that for sure.
They're gonna want to they're gonna be like, fuck, man, that guy looks fucking awesome.
They will, man.
And you'll like it too.
Yeah, you will.
But then at the end of the day, man, everyone's got different opinions and so they're gonna want different physiques. But if we're talking about the most beautiful physique for most people, man, that's it. Those nice wide shoulders, a smaller waist. your legs have to be big, but in proportion. It can't be too big for your arms. Your chest has to be a nice size, but it can't be too small or lagging compared to the rest of your physique. Your arms, you want big arms, but you don't want big fucking boulder arms, and you're walking around like a big stocky dude. Yeah, you know, it's all about that flow. Even a neck, bro. You don't want too big of a fucking neck, like. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your traps up, like you just want it to flow nicely. If we're talking about like aesthetic physiques and stuff.
Always, bro. Like let me. I will say this. Always make sure you know don't look at your physique too much when you're in the gym. And let me correct that. What I mean by that, don't get carried away by the pump when you're in the gym. Okay, when you step out of the gym, that's when you should actually analyze your physique more. Because at that time you relax. You know, there's no pump inside the muscle group, so you're like, oh my god, that looks good. Nah, when you're home, you relax, you flat. You can check yourself in the mirror, and then.
Well, it's more honest.
Yeah,
it's more of an honest representation.
Be honest with yourself. You know, don't.
But like, You because I have a different perspective.
Okay. So that's why I wear jumper, because I'm more of a mind to muscle connection guy. You know, I don't just focus on the weight that I lift. I focus on what I feel. And in the gym, you see me in jumper most of the time, maybe unless I'm shooting a video. And when I come home and I'm flat, that's when I do my checkup. So I look in the mirror. Okay, my triceps need some work. My shoulders need some work.
Yeah.
And then now I can go in the gym and focus on those things.
Yeah, I have a bit of a different perspective, and mine is just don't give a fuck. When you get in there, bro, when you get a fucking bump, like, look at your physique, because that, like, you'll feed off that confidence. Okay. I think that gives you confidence, man. But if you're trying to look at your physique and trying to identify what you need to work on, then yeah, looking at yourself in a flat, less lighting environment would do for you better. But I also think you need to embrace, man, that you have a good physique, and not hide away from that, and just sort of embrace that as well at the same time. Because really, like, lifting, yes, we do it to be healthy, but also we do it for self-confidence and to make ourselves feel good. And I think it depends how important the look of your physique is, but if looking good is important to you, I think when you get a pump, man, check yourself out, do some posing. Why not, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be ashamed of it. Do it. And I still think even when you're pumped up, you can sort of see what you still need to improve on. Like, for example, let's say you know that your shoulders are a weaker point. If you get a pump, you're gonna see your shoulders a little bit better, and you're gonna go, oh shit, if I get my shoulders a little bit better, my physique will flow even more. And you'll sort of see a more pumped up version, you can work on it more. But that's a little example, but I think just if you have a pump and shit, man, you don't have to do it every time. Because then you're getting a bit too self-absorbed. I think the reason why I say that is because I've seen some guys come in the gym, and like I know a specific guy who always come in the gym with his Armino, and he lifts a little bit, and he would just the whole time look in the mirror just to see that pump. And I'm thinking like, okay, yes, you can see the pump, but I mean, you're not really training. You know, you just get a little pump and you're doing take off his shirt and look at the abs, like. It's hard to get abs. I understand. If you have it, appreciate it. But at the same time, you gotta understand, like, there's so much that you can work on while still appreciating what you have. You know, just make sure that you just keep going, man. Just keep going. And who knows, man? No one knows the natural limit. You know, no one knows the natural limit. So just keep fucking going all the way.
Just keep going, bro.
Keep going.
Don't get those gains.
Yeah,
gains.
Every day you gotta get those fucking gains.
I was gonna flex, but I mean, I could jump. Because I saw him flexing, I was gonna do the same, but yeah.
It's alright, man. I'm still doing it, bro.
Nah, come on, man. Skinny. Look how the room that.
Nah, come on, man. He does it on purpose, so that he looks big. Alright, we'll wrap it up?
Yeah.
I think we did good, man. Alright guys, so we're gonna wrap up this Q&A here. Firstly, I want to thank Sky my man, for doing this Q&A with me. I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to do more content in the future. Make some more videos. It's fun making videos with other people, man. You know, when you're by yourself, sometimes like,
you get drained out. You're like,
what's up? It's fun, man, you know, so we're going to do more content in the future, probably some more workouts, and we'll think of some cool ideas. But yeah, make sure you go check out his channel. It's a link in the description as well. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and join the squad. Do not leave this video without subscribing. I'm very close to 800 subscribers. I think I'm about like 5 or 6 off. And yeah, that would be an awesome target to hit, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the squad, And also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, and always remember to keep the palm.